But unknown to them, the aircraft full. And then an explosion occurred on number 2. It immediately made them lose it and ripped off a chunk of one of their wings, with the aircraft then rolling violently. A chunk of the wings landed somewhere. The aircraft then suddenly dropped, hitching upwards. They tried to save the aircraft. Slamming down, the aircraft then pitched up with fire ants number 2. Fire beginning is number 2. Before then, it stalled and hit its tail, which then tore right off, immediately killing the 5 stuck in it. The crash causes them to crash down and kills both pilots, along with 9 people. Killed both pilots and 7 others. Of the 37 aboard, 9 died, leaving 28 alive. Of them, it was all 5 people in the tail section, 4 passengers and 1 crew member. Another crew member, both pilots, another crew member, and the crew member, and then 2 passengers whose seats broke apart and were thrusted forwards. Wait, there are brakes on? All the lights immediately failed after the crash. Soon afterwards, the aircraft then slipped down and fell into the water. The front of it then broke off. Damn, this is like a very, very nice thing.
Exactly how this began. Martin was the first human to make contact with the iris, and the extremes seems to muster Richter's fascination with human consciousness. His assumption that these were heavenly visitors searching for him specifically, and although there was plenty of evidence for this already, Holmes confirms that all people inside of the batch not can convey their thoughts through iterations of irises communicating, are still 100% conscious. But that's the obvious revelation we can get from this. I also need to take a second to analyze the iterations a little deeper. The title of the episode is a fragment of the statement from iteration. This refers to Arthur's really any which, because now we know that it refuses to decay no matter how much time passes, or just repeats with its presentation, comparing it to a two. The portion that says shares a dream might be like that. Inside of the mention of shared consciousness, timeless, relic of the Bateman's Day may be referring to Arthur himself. It's the relic stuck inside of the mention of Bateman's Day. It's the day inside the trunk of the tree. I honestly think that Arthur's maintained consciousness throughout all the decades of him being stuck in his air is probably the most main concept since it's ever introduced. Not even to mention the fact that he's also stuck there with fire. Rough, man. And with that, we've covered the final bit of Aaron. It's incredibly missing. Even 2 years since then. But either way, we've reached the end and we finally have all the information to piece together generally entertaining. Just kidding. Like there's a few extra community notes I haven't shown yet. I'll show them in a
cockpit cabin, logo, hydraulics, the nav.
It's probably just to showcase that.
Suddenly, a large explosive bang occurs. The aircraft's tail tears right off. They blow up the engines, but then they fly down and crash. Immediately plunging in the front, the forward section of the aircraft folds in. At least one survivor right here, whose seat broke away a second before impact. 2 seconds before impact. In the tail, all 5 in it somehow survived. It's like, well, 4 out of the 5 survived in it. One of the passengers was killed, however.
How did this fly under the radar for so long? Were the tapes shipped out like somehow cosmically retroactive? That's Gemini just covering that ridiculous thing. Either way, I think the application of my box that just got that thing out. But one last thing, on top of the Gemini channel itself of course, this wouldn't be a Manaxa video without a timeline section. I have been analyzing this to wrap things up. I figured it'd be nice to give a brief, and by brief